You know what I was wondering? One of my biggest fears is having a daughter or son, mostly a daughter, and she being the type of person that would make bullying with me in school.
Cerca sempre la qualità, cerca sempre di essere.
A big decision I have to make in life, it is what song it's going to play at my entrance in my wedding as a bride. Do I have a boyfriend? No. Do I have any prospect? No. But I was just scrolling on TikTok and I've seen people who picked Turning Page, and I couldn't agree more. Like, I love Turning Page. Turning Page is a song for me. But I was thinking that while I enter to the altar, I don't know how to say that thing in English, the aisle, I do not know if I want a song like that I like for me, or if I want a song for my husband or wife, future husband or wife, because I want them to see me enter and for them to be like emotioned and for them to be like, oh my God, this is the person I'm going to get married. And I was thinking that maybe while entering, I would like to put a song of their choice, by surprise, by the way. So when it comes to our first dance, then I would put Turning Page, in this case from Twilight, to dance with him or with her. You know what I mean? Because I want them to cry. If they do not cry, I'm going back. Like, I'm starting over again. So if they are like a Star Wars fan, I'm going to put the Star Wars song, the theme song. Or if they like Harry Potter, you know, you guys get it, you know? Yeah. So I was washing the dishes and I was here thinking that I grew up watching rom-coms and reading novels and everything about romance. And at the same time that I was fantasizing about having a relationship and having a boyfriend or having a girlfriend, at the same time I was kind of creating this fear within myself of miscommunication. Yes, I'm talking about normal people. You know I'm talking about normal people. But the thing is, most of these movies and like most of these relationships, the problem was the same: miscommunication. I'm not communicating what I need or what I expect from you, and I'm not stimulating you to do the same. You know what I mean? And I always apply that to romantic status. So I was always thinking like, I do not have a hookup, I do not have a boyfriend, I never had. But I always thought that when I enter a relationship with someone, when I start a relationship with someone, I'm going to communicate. I'm going to say, I don't like this, I want this, but you know what I mean. I'm talking in a like superficial, shallow way about the thing, but I think you guys get it. So I was scared of that. I was scared of entering a relationship. That's my biggest fear, of entering a relationship and not communicating myself enough. And I am the type of person that is used to accept stuff I don't want to accept, and then I put it all together like a big ball, and then I explode. You know what I mean? So communicating for me, it's not a thing I'm used to doing. You know what I mean? So I always created this kind of fear inside of me that when I enter a relationship, I'm going to communicate. And I realized that I wasn't applying that to my other relationships in life because I was always seeing that in a romantic kind of way. And by that I mean my relationship with my parents, mostly. So I grew up with a very difficult relationship with them. I probably will talk about it more in here. But yeah, I grew up with a difficult relationship with them. And nowadays I can see that coming from my side, I lacked so much of communication. Like, I was basically, I feel like this is the basic problem of miscommunicating is that I wanted them to understand and to see what I was feeling and to understand what I needed. You know what I mean? I wasn't not actually saying it. And what I was basically doing is, if I do not like something they do or they say, I would completely ignore and not talk to them around the house. So I was hurt. I was not furious, I was not mad, I was hurt. You know what I mean? And they took that and interpreted, I don't know how to say this word, in their way. So I was not giving them the opportunity to properly understand what I was feeling. So I was used to see that in a romantic way. And nowadays I can see that communicating was a big factor for developing a better relationship with my parents. Yeah, it's a hard subject. We have a difficult relationship, but nowadays it has improved so much better, so much better. And coming from my side, and what I see that I'm doing differently, is actually talking how I feel, and I feel that it is difficult to me. It is not easy to express myself this much with them for a few points. So first, I always felt like they should, as they are my parents, and as they know me since my birth, and as they are supposed to love me and to understand me so well. I always wanted them to see and to understand what I needed and to understand how I felt without me actually saying it. And nowadays I can see that I can sit down and talk to them. I don't like this, I feel this way. I am expressing myself this way because of this. I'm gonna give you guys some examples. But so it always had this difference between what I was trying to express and what they were understanding. So that's the first part. And the second part, it is because I always built this fortress around myself, and I wanted them to see me in a way that, for example, I don't want them to see me as weak or childish. I wanted them to see me as strong and as a type of person who would fight back and would say no and would, you know what I mean? So I wanted my parents to have a different image of myself, but at the same time, I wanted them to understand what I was feeling. I remember vividly the moments I sat with my mother and I said, and I cried, I do not like the way you are talking to me. I do not feel like I deserve this. I'm feeling hurt because of this. It was harsh. I'm not 100% ready to get into all the details, but to sit with her and to say, I allowed myself to be vulnerable. To sit and say, Mom, the way you speak to me makes me cry. The way you speak to me hurts me, and it hurts me deeply. Yeah, with my dad, I haven't went this far, but it changed our relationship a lot, and I felt like me being vulnerable with her, she being vulnerable with me, it kind of gave us some kind of strength.
Teteu, dá tchauzinho pra câmera, vai. Só olha no ar.